Hello, everyone. This is Wayofftrail with Select Start Gaming.
And Zantok with Select Start Gaming.
And we are here today in a game that we played a long time ago, Castle Crashers.
Long time ago. Our first multiplayer game? Maybe? Second, third? Somewhere in there.
I don't remember.
Because either this or Borderlands.
Yeah. So I'm the little, peasant-y guy, and then Zantok is Hetty Headington.
Hetty!
But not that the game really necessarily matters with what we're doing. We are here to discuss some things.
Yeah, we got announcements to make, guys. It's going to change the future of the channel. Not really.
No. But it is that time of the year, ladies and gents, for our top 10 games of the year. Zantok, why don't you remind everyone what that means?
Alright, so listen. The year is now 2026. It's January, or whenever you're watching this. I don't know. We're uploading this in January. Shut the fuck up. So it's the top 10 games that we played in 2025. Now, this does not mean that these games are released in 2025. If we played a game for the first time this year, but that game released in 1984, it's legal for this. This is the top 10 games that we played for the first time this year.
Yeah.
And this year, I got quite the number. Largely because I started doing the Nintendo Switch Online Shuffle Play series, which added a bunch of games to my list because I'd never played all these options. I never played Wind Waker, so Wind Waker is eligible for my list this year. Even though I only played an hour of it, it's still eligible because I'm not going to play more of it.
Huh.
Sorry, Wind Waker fans.
Yeah, so I have some games that are newish, and then I have some games that are, they're a little bit older.
Yeah, I've got 3 on my list this year that released this year. The rest did not.
Yeah. So we, again, this is something that we've been doing for a long time, and it's something we just kind of do for fun.
I think this is year 9.
Yeah. Games that we played, and again, some of them me and Zantok have in common, a lot of them we don't. So...
We usually don't.
We usually don't. Most of our games are very, very different.
Yes.
So, if it's something that also you're like, oh, that sounds fun, please leave some comments with your top 10 games that you played this year as well. And if you don't remember, just tell us your top 3. We don't care. Top 1, favorite game of the year. Yeah, do it. But, with that being said...
We're also recording this the day after the Game Awards, which declared that Clay Obscure Expedition 33 was the game of the year. I have not had a chance to play it yet, but I really want to.
I have heard, I think it was Pro Tip said it was really good.
It's an RPG. Yeah. You know I like my shit.
So that'll be something that I probably should look into at some point. But, yeah, so by the way, that game, not on our list, I'm betting.
Not on our list. So, it might be next year if I get the chance to play it. I don't know yet.
Alright, who knows? But I would say overall this year, I had some decent games on my list. A decent crew. My top 10 anyway, and then after that, they kind of really sunk down.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, I think after my 11th or 12th is when they really drop.
Yeah. Alright, well, I guess, shall we get started? I don't remember who started last year.
I don't know, but you can start.
Alright. So I get to start us off with my top 10, my 10th game that I played this year. So I kind of did a little bit of a tinier game. Wasn't as long of a game, but that also is a hint at the title, yes.
Yep.
Yeah. I am putting...
2.
Yeah, pretty much, honestly. My game that I am putting in my number 10 slot for this year is the game called Tinykin. Now, Tinykin was a game that had always kind of been on my list because I'm like, oh, that looks like Pikmin. And, well, it very, very similar. On the plus side, though, I like Pikmin, so that does help a bit. But this game, I really like the art style in this game. It was a mix between, 2 different art styles from the background and foreground of the characters and stuff. But it was a very neat game. Very, very short. Which, by the way, that series won't come out until next year. But I want to say it was 5-ish hours. So, not the longest game in the world by far, but yeah.
Yeah.
The reason why it's ranking really low is, again, probably, I have to say, the length of it was kind of the issue. I was enjoying it. I mean, and it does, like, Pikmin games does get a little repetitive in certain ways, but overall, I did enjoy it a lot. Oh, I seem to have died, yeah. I keep getting sniped with arrows.
That sucks.
Yeah.
You should probably eat that food.
Or I'll just stay on the ground again.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Bitch!
But, yeah.
Listen here,
Well,
you little pucker-faced fuck.
While I'm on the ground. But yeah, so I really did enjoy the game. I might be dead. Oh no, okay. Thank you. It was a fun time, and I would recommend it for people, especially because it is, again, a nice short game too, not much time commitment. But the puzzles were, you know, relatively easy and stuff. I mean, again, it's a more young person game, but I enjoyed it. I think it makes it a good number 10 slot, and that's as high as I could rank it without feeling like other things were getting beat out on it. So that is my number 10 game of the year.
That game was actually recommended to me once by someone, and I think I sent it to you around that. I'm not entirely sure, but I think you also you already knew about it.
Yeah, I think I remember. Yeah, I remember you mentioning it. And I was like, yeah, I know this. Yeah, it was a fun one.
It seems pretty good.
Yeah.
So for my number 10 game of the year, is a remake. It's a remake where it's like, wow, they took this old game and they added a lot. Well, they added a lot more bosses, some new bits of the story, new things you can do in the end of the game. The art style's been completely updated, and also the combat really, the enemies are mean. They're so mean. Why would you put me up against a group of 4 enemies that all have a target all chance insta-kill move? God damn it, Dragon Quest III, the HD 2D remake! Why? Oh my god, the amount of rage I had in these random battles. Now yes, I'm bitching and moaning. Hey, look, it's me. I did like the game, naturally. Otherwise it would not have been on my top 10 list. Unless, you know, everything else below that was just utter garbage.
Right. I mean, hey, we've had some years, you know.
Yeah. I mean, the first couple games that I'm going to have this year, I'm going to be a bit negative on. Not, like, overwhelmingly so. But there's just a bit of a gap. But I enjoyed it. The story wasn't anything to write home about, but I liked the updates to the design of everything. And they did a real good job of making this game from the 1980s be updated and actually look pretty nice. Even if the enemies were just excessive in what they would do. Like, my god. No.
Yeah, so
by now, they've since released the HD 2D remakes for Dragon Quest 1 and 2, which are sequels to Dragon Quest 3. Dragon Quest 3 is actually a prequel to them. And at some point, I will play those on stream. I don't know when, because there's so many games to play, and I only do 2 at a time. So who knows? But for this year, number 10, Dragon Quest 3, the HD 2D remake.
I never played a Dragon Quest game. That's the one with the slime, right? The blue slime. Like,
yeah.
Is the main, like, mascot, I guess.
Yes, it's the generic enemy, the Goomba.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I think I had a chance to play one at one point, and I just never really like got into it. But it was also
the ones I played, I liked 8 the best. 8's also got some good characterizations and a good story to it.
I wonder which one
7
I even saw.
7 is getting a remake this coming year, so that'd actually be a good one to try it out if you want to do one.
I don't know. We'll see. Depends on what other games I have on my list.
I know you're not a big RPG guy as well, so.
I have so many games on my list too.
Same.
Like it just doesn't go away.
And new games keep being made. We'll never finish our backlog.
I know, my backlog is crazy. Alright. Well, with our number 10s out of the way, so you kind of see how it's going. Like Tinykin, you know, didn't come out this year. It was a little bit ago. But
Dragon Quest 3 came out last year.
Yeah, so you kind of see how it goes now. All right. Well, we are going to move on to my number 9 game of the year. Now, I think this game won't be a shock that it's on my list. I do think it might be a shock of how low it placed for me.
Is it Assassin's Creed?
It is an Assassin's Creed game.
Ha!
I know. It is Assassin's Creed Mirage. Now, of the Assassin's Creeds I've played, I didn't care for it as much as other ones. I found it... it wasn't bad. It just... The controls were not great for me. Was one issue I had with it. But, I don't know, the story wasn't as good compared to, like, Odyssey or Origins or Valhalla. So, of, like, all the Assassin's Creeds, like, my least favorite is Unity. And that still stays, but this one probably ranks right near it, which is really sad to say, but it is very true. I would like to say it's not that, but I mean, it is. I know, I feel really weird putting when I was going through my list, I'm like, is Assassin's Creed really going to be this low on my list? Yes. Yes, it is. I just played a lot of other games this year that I think were a bit better overall.
Okay.
And I know, it's weird to do that to me, but yeah, I did like, you know, like, I guess part of it too, like a lot of the Assassin's Creed games that I tend to like have a little less love for tend to be the ones that I don't know the culture as well, and Middle East is one of them, or I just don't know it as well compared to like you know, where Valhalla was Norse and Origin was Egypt. You know, you kind of get some stuff where you know it a bit better. But yeah, and I just feel bad putting it way low, but it's where we're at. So yeah,
Makes sense a lot. Move.
Oh,
I warned you.
Yeah, you did. I forgot how this game is played, so I'm just kind of, you know, doing stuff. Oh,
We're not doing too great.
No, we're also half paying attention to it, to be fair. Oh,
You're up. Alright, so was that all in your number 9 then?
Yeah, I think that's all for me on number 9 here.
Alright, so my number 9, kind of similar to what you just said. It's not a surprise that a game from this series is on my list, but it may be a surprise how low it is.
Oh, that's weird. I feel like I just said that.
Yeah. Yeah, do you want to take a guess?
Final Fantasy?
Final Fantasy 16 is number 9 on my list. This game, 16 is a bit divisive. Some people will be like, oh my god, it's the worst one. People will be like, oh no, it's the best one. This has been the cycle of Final Fantasy since Final Fantasy 12. Probably even older than that. But for me, 16, like, it's no longer an RPG. It's an action game, which I'm an RPG guy. Action games I'm not so great with. But I still played through. I did everything, 100% of the game. I did the DLC as well. Ow.
Hey, I got you up for that.
Dick. Oh my god. Oh, what the hell's happening on my computer? I suddenly am hearing a lot of music and sounds. I don't know why. So I'm just gonna not play and I'm gonna figure this out.
Okay.
So what the hell is happening? Okay, whatever. So Final Fantasy 16, it's the newest Final Fantasy game. It's an action game now. And people are just like, oh my god, the story's incredible, and everything is so immersive in the world and the setting. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. I was not really thrilled by the story. It was kind of a bland political thing. And then it's like, okay, cool, now we just got this ancient alien that's just kind of doing shit. It's like, I wasn't really into it. The combat is alright. I definitely did not hit the combat. But that was kind of the highlight was the combat, and also just the art design. Like, the characters look fucking incredible. But beyond that, I was like, okay, this game is kind of living off of its spectacle for me. It's not that I like disliked a lot of it, but I can't really say there was much that really pulled me hardcore. And if you're wondering, it's like, oh wow, the way you're talking about this, why is it number 9 on the list? Why wouldn't it have been number 10? Because I had a better story than Dragon Quest 3. Dragon Quest 3 didn't really have much of a story. At least 16 did have something of a story. That was just a lot more overall. The negatives kind of outbalanced the positives. So, to me, I wish I liked it more. I do, but
I may have chopped off your head, by the way.
oh, I'm still trying to figure out where this audio is coming from on my computer. I think I know what it is, but I have to find what fucking tab it's in. Like, I just heard Matt Mercer promoting something. Like, okay, I think it's where my Critical Role video is that I was watching. But where is it? There. Oh. All right, I no longer hear voices.
Are you? You hearing voices?
Papa?
Papa?
But yeah, Final Fantasy 16. Great character design. The spectacle, the Bahamut boss fight, fucking amazing. Titan was great before then. The following Big 5 boss fight against Odin was such a fucking letdown. And the main villain was just blah. Just blah. I wish I liked it more, honestly.
Yeah. I don't know. Final Fantasy games are hard for me to get into.
I mean, you might like this one more because it's an action game, not a turn-based RPG.
Yeah, true. Maybe. There's a
Maybe.
chance.
There's a chance.
There's a chance. Did you ever figure out what's going on your end?
Yeah, I got the video muted.
Okay.
Or paused, rather.
Alright.
For some reason, my pause video started playing up again. It's like, why? Anyways, your number 8 game of the year, sir.
My number 8 game of the year would happen to be a... again, not a super long game, but definitely a weirder game. I don't know why, but I just really enjoyed it. My number 8 game is Crime Scene Cleaner. So very much in the lines of like Power Wash Sim or Viscera Cleanup Detail. More on the Viscera Cleanup Detail than anything. But so pretty much this game is you are the like you're not like you would think like, oh, you're a cop cleaning up, you know, or one of the people who work for the cops. Nope, not happening. You are working with the mob cleaning up.
Ooh, now it's more interesting.
Yeah, you are cleaning up crimes before, you know, you get people get in trouble
You're
for
the cleaner.
them. Yes. And that creates some very interesting crime scenes you clean up. And there was quite a few really unique ones that I really enjoyed. And I don't know, it was just kind of like, again, one of those relaxing games, but also had that little bit of morbid morbid sense of style and humor that you're like, oh, this is kind of neat. I like it. But yeah, so I had a good time with it. I would recommend it as a game for people to look into. I think there's some DLC I gotta get in on it. I forget what they all have, but they're adding stuff to it, and it's a whole thing. But yeah, I enjoyed Crime Scene Cleaner. I was surprised at how much I liked it. But yeah, it ranked above Assassin's Creed, so if that's anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, Zantok, that was my number 8. What are you looking at for number 8 here?
Oh, Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch Remastered. Another RPG. Hey, look, it's me. We played so far all 3 of these games on stream. That will change. This game, it's not a turn-based RPG. In fact, it's a, hey, you have these monsters, you send them out, and then they kind of run around on their own, but you can give the command, but you don't get to move them yourself. You can move yourself if you don't have a monster out. It's definitely a combat system that I have... Oh, that bitch. It's definitely a combat system that I had my struggles with. Oh my god, some fights were completely fine, but there were some bosses that were just like, you fuck off. Like I'll be casting a spell, but the boss will do a screen-wide cinematic attack that interrupts my spell, and I have to recast my spell. It's like, why? Oh lordy, the final boss had me pissed. I was so mad. I had to stop streaming because I was over time. I was like, we're gonna have to grind and I'll come back next week. In comparison, the secret boss was a joke. I beat it really easily. But the story itself, the reason why it goes above Final Fantasy 16, even though like it kind of sounds like similar to like some of the struggles I was Dragon Quest 3, right? The reason why I put it above those two is the story is better, far better. I enjoyed the story quite a bit. Like it was a little bit tropey in some areas, but there's some things like, okay, so you know you have the real world, right? Well, it's a fantasy world where everybody that you know in the real world has a soulmate that's connected to the fantasy world. Not like a soulmate isn't like romantic, but there's a character that you share your soul with in this other world. You have similar traits. You might look the same, or you might be like completely different species. Like there is a dragon soulmate is a bulldog. I think. I'm trying to remember that part actually exactly, but it's kind of interesting concept in there. And their characters have had their heart broken, not like the romantic sense, but like a personality trait has been stolen from them, and they're all off center. You have to like help them figure, or you have to find a piece of heart. So you have to find somebody that's like, if somebody is lacking in courage, you have to find somebody who's overflowing in courage, and carve off a teensy piece of their courage, and then give it to the other person in order to fix their heart. Interesting ideas. It's an interesting game. Its sequel apparently has an even more different combat system. Wait, what? Oh, why would I want that? Wait, no, I think I want the troll. Well, no, the troll will hurt you too. I don't want the troll. The combat system is pretty interesting. I wasn't a big fan of it, so that's why it's only so low. But the story I liked. The story was pretty good.
I know nothing about Ni no Kuni. So I don't have much to say.
I want you to Google Ni no Kuni and then the word drippy.
The word what?
Drippy. Like you have a drippy nose.
Okay, hold on. Give me a second. You guys won't see this on your end, but you guys can also do it.
They also can do it.
Ni no Kuni drippy?
Uh-huh.
What in the cursed abomination is that?
That is the High Lord of the Fairies to you, sir.
Oh. Alright. That's a choice. That's something.
That is your non-combat party member.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes he will pop in at a certain point in the story, he'll start popping in to help out, like casting a healing spell. But it's always like, okay, somebody just got knocked unconscious. You couldn't have come out to heal us like 2 seconds sooner? God damn it, Donald.
Alright. Well, I think, unless you have more to say about Ni no Kuni.
No.
I think it might be time for...
It's an action Pokemon-like.
Oh, okay. I think it might be time for my number 7 game of the year, which I think is going to probably shock some people because it is a very well-loved game. I played some good games this year, so there's a reason why it's a little lower than I think people would like it to be. My number 7 game of the year is Hollow Knight. So I played Hollow Knight pretty early on in the year. It had been on my list to play forever. First off, before going too far into it, beautiful game. The game itself, so pretty.
Good art style.
Oh, the art style is just fantastic. Sorry, I was watching that deer.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, just an extremely pretty game. The reason why I ranked it rather on the low end of my list of games was that it did.
Yeah, poop deer.
You got the poop deer.
Yeah.
It did at times annoy me. So, like,
yeah, I feel that.
I was like, I'm like, I'm not having fun anymore. So, I mean, and I get that's kind of the point at times for games like that. Oh, so I do get it, but I do think that there is like a limit between fun and tedious, and I was getting.
Oh, don't I know it?
Yeah, I was getting tired of the tedious parts of the game. But I still think it is. I understand why people love and adore it. It is a very unique game and very fun. And some of the characters you meet along the way are pretty nice too. Some neat characters. But
You got to meet Hornet.
yeah, you get to meet Hornet.
Yeah, I wonder if her game will ever release.
Yeah, and so like this was before Silk Song had released when I played it. I was like, oh yeah, I think that's coming out at some point. I not knowing the whole like drama behind that game releasing and not. So
Yeah.
yeah. But oh no, I really enjoyed Silk Song a lot. I think it was a lot of fun. Or not Silk Song, Hollow Knight. I think it was a lot of fun. It was a good game. But only getting to number 7 for me.
Womp womp. Might want to get that apple.
Yeah, I feel better. Alright, well, that's my number 7 game of the year. What is your number 7 looking like for you?
So my number 7 is the first game on my list that actually released this year. And it is a Switch 2 exclusive. Because, hey, the Switch 2 is out. Fuck yeah, let's go. This is Kirby Air Riders.
Ooh.
The sequel to fan favorite GameCube game Kirby Air Ride. One of the GameCube games that I played the most easily. It was definitely one of my top 3.
Yeah, I loved Kirby Air Ride.
Yeah, it was so good. And Kirby Air Riders continues the trend. It is a perfect follow-up. All of the old vehicles return, all the old air ride maps. The old top ride maps don't return, they've just been replaced. But that's fine. We have a new city trial map. They added a story mode, which is less story. It's more like just like, okay, do a bunch of these like small challenges that you kind of get to choose from, and then as you go through it, you'll unlock some cutscenes that explain, you know, kind of some lore, well, air ride machines and whatnot. But I had a real fun time with it. Like the first thing I did was just like, okay, I'm into the story mode, but I'm gonna do all the air ride maps first. That's my top priority. And then I wanted to make sure I did all of those with as many different characters and machines that I was able to quickly unlock. I did the same thing in Top Ride. Then once I did that for a while, I did a few city trial runs. And then I was like, okay, now let's do the story mode. And by the time I went to the story mode, look, I had unlocked all characters and all but one of the vehicles. One of the vehicles actually can only be unlocked by doing the checkboard in the story mode. Which was kind of disappointing, but, you know, whatever. But the story mode, it was pretty fun. Like, it was easy to do. You don't have to really stress over anything. And then there was a whole boss fight at the end, which was incredible. And by the time I finished my first run of the story mode, I had completed about 120 out of the 150 challenges on the story mode checklist. It's like, holy shit. You get so many just in run number 1. It's crazy. But it was a lot of fun. I even did like some of the online, which, you know, it's like I normally just say fuck doing online shit. But online was like no trouble at all. Like even the stuff that you can do for challenges at online are all pretty easy stuff. Very little bit of stuff that you have to like actually sweat for, which thank fuck. But it was a lot of fun. I just wish it was like, you know, the only reason it's not really higher is that it's by its own nature, it's not a very deep game. You know, it's racing. There's some Kirby shit. You got different characters now. It's fast paced. There's not really much to really write home about, but it's just good. It's solid. It's exactly what it should be, and what we all expected it to be. It's like perfect. I just wish we had a couple more characters, namely Adelaine, but I'm happy with who we got.
I loved Kirby Air Ride when I was younger. That was one of my favorite games. And I don't really want to get the Switch 2 at all, but that would be a reason I would get it.
Yeah.
Ow.
Such a good game.
Yeah. I'm glad the second did hold up. So I was a little
Yes.
worried it might not.
Never doubt Masahiro Sakurai. Never. That man is a terrifying genius. I hate this cat. That's one of my least favorite bosses in the whole game.
I just hate how you have to fight.
Yeah.
But yeah. Alright.
On,
Are we on to the last ones before hitting our top 5?
That's right. It's time for number 6 game of year of 2025.
My number. So we're gonna start with me with my number 6, and it is a game I'm surprised is on my list and did pretty decent. I have been playing this game with my girlfriend. So not streaming it, not recording it.
Oh my god, congrats! You finally found love.
Oh yeah. And so we've been having a lot of fun with this game. Even though it's a game that kind of does, like, I don't know, it's weird. We are playing, and we're not done with it, but I mean, again, so we kind of
far enough along, you'll count it.
Yeah, we kind of understand, like, oh yeah, we get what's happening here. You know, it's like, it's nothing gonna shock us at this point. I have Date Everything as my number 6 game of the year. And so one of the biggest reasons that game is ranked so highly is the voice acting in that game is phenomenal. Like, I can't get over how good the voice acting is in that game. It is just, I mean, you've got Matt Mercer, you've got Brennan Lee Mulligan, you've got
Laura Bailey,
Travis Willingham, Robbie Damon is like one of the main guys. Like, he made most of the game.
He helped make the game.
Right. And he has a pretty big part. In fact, even his Critical Role character is a plushie on his shoulder because you can date Robbie Damon.
Yeah.
Because he's a developer.
And you can date.
Yeah, you could date the devs.
The sassy chap.
Yes. And there's a lot of really fun characters in it. And it's just kind of fun. With all the different things happening and the little storylines. And, like, one thing that's really fun about it is, like, you can be like, oh, this character in particular, I don't like this character. I'm going to go with a hate relationship for this character. You don't have to love everything. You can be like, no, this character is kind of a jerk. In fact, Liam O'Brien's character, hate him. He is awful.
Which one is Liam?
He's the air fryer.
Right.
It's a very religious, character.
Yeah, he's annoying.
Yeah, he's very annoying. But so
Friar
Errol. But we still have, like, so we have a lot of the endings with a lot of the characters. We're still missing a couple of them, but we're trying to get through all 100, which is, again, and there's so many that it's just kind of fun. But yeah, so we have been really enjoying it, and it had to make my list. And as I kept, like, looking through my list, it just kept moving up and up and up, and I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be up there. Now, the reason why it's not ranked much higher, I mean, it's not really a gameplay game. This is a story, you know.
Novel.
Yeah, it is purely a story, which is totally fine.
The RAM.
I think I want that. I think my guy's not very good.
So does mine. My guy only gives me, like, running or move speed up in water.
I'll say I don't remember what any of them do. It's been so long.
I think yours brings food.
Yeah, he'll go grab it
or something
if it's nearby, I think. But yeah, so Date Everything is a lot of fun. I actually highly recommend to check it out. It is very interesting. Some parts will make you feel a little weird. That's true.
Oh yeah.
Some parts are very odd.
I watched Robo Ozza play it. I didn't get to see, like, everything. I didn't see the very end, but I watched a good chunk of it on their Twitch streams. I was like, okay, yeah, some of these characters are a little weird. Like, part of it was like, man, it's kind of too bad that I watched this and now I can't really play it, because it's one of those that I feel like I've already experienced it, having seen it happen once, you know?
Right.
But no, it's good. I understand why people like it a lot.
Yeah, and each character, has 3 endings, so I mean, you could. By the way, just spam the Y button. It works better.
It's hard to.
I think I'm up.
Oh my god! Okay, you're up. Thank god. These bitch-ass head bears.
Now I'm about to be down again.
Like, I'm not really like a dating sim player,
This is like my first one.
but date everything is like, okay, yeah, no, this is. I can see why people love this.
Yeah.
The only one I've ever played was Hooked on You by Daylight Dating Sim.
Yeah, I remember you playing that.
Very, very game.
Right.
Uh.
Oh, we died. That's okay. But yeah, I was very shocked that a dating sim made it to my top 6.
Yeah.
That was just, again, something for me. It was very different, so something I haven't played. So I think that also helped it out a lot too. So kind of something a little refreshing. But yeah, so that's my number 6. What are you thinking, Zantok? What's just missing in the top 5 for you?
My number 16 is actually a game that I just finished playing. I just beat it on Steam, the story, but at least I got a little bit more post-game I got to do. But it's Golden Sun: The Lost Age. Last year, Golden Sun 1 made the list and actually only hit number 7. That doesn't mean I think Lost Age is better. I wouldn't say it's worse either. But, you know, different years, different competition. But, Golden Sun: Lost Age is a immediate follow-up to the first game. Your character, like, like the first game was basically a story that was cut in half. This is really what it is. It's season 2 of a TV show, honestly. But now we're following a different group of characters on their journey, and you'll meet up the characters from the first game later on. In the story, like, it answered a lot of questions about like why things were happening the way the game, or to see a different perspective of characters' opinions and what's happening. But otherwise, like, it's the same gameplay, exact same art style, same all that. You're running through dungeons, you're fighting enemies, but you've also got these kills that are puzzles that you use to get through dungeons, which is unique amongst RPGs. Not many RPGs have you actually have to do puzzle solving to get around places. Very appreciated that it's something different in there. The reason why it's not any higher is, honestly, the final stream really pissed me off. Going through the final dungeon and fighting the final boss is blatantly unfair. Fuck that boss. After I got to the second phase, like, it starts out doing 4 attacks in a round. Then phase 2, it does 3 attacks in a round, and it can now start doing a super attack that does really high damage to the entire party. Oh my god, this fight is such a pain in the ass. And it was using that attack almost every single round, and I was spending more time healing than anything else. And then the final cutscenes afterwards, like, there's a particular bit with the character where I was like feeling like, okay, fuck you. What they do with this character is like, don't, this is horrible. And if I get a new weapon, ooh, oh, that's speed. I don't care about that. I can get up to level 7. You can only do level 6. Oh no, but it's not really things like that. Okay, so this is the highest. Ooh, that weapon. Wait, oh, that's a level 10. Shit. Fuck. Why all the ones I want are level 10?
I mean, it makes sense.
No. Ooh, you know what? Maybe the defense +1. Or +3, rather.
I'm just gonna go 1 and 1, I think.
But, like, I enjoyed the game. It was just, like, everything was great until the finale, and then it's like some things just started falling for me. It's like, ugh. Great. Again, like, I wanted to love it even more than I did before. But I just... like, at the end really hurt it for me. And I wish it didn't. Because, again, great fucking game. But there's a third game, but apparently people don't like it as much, but I'll probably play it sometime next year.
I like how we're just like, now, like, okay, animals. I don't remember what any of them do. What do they all do?
Yep.
Okay, I need to get this little bird off, though. What is... Oh, I think I remember liking the bat.
Oh, this one's new. This one's for Hattie's DLC. The bat will hurt people. Earns you more gold. Oh. Okay.
Chomps enemy heads.
Also, if we buy potions, that'll help us too. What the...
He just drops gold. Oh my god, there's so many.
Gold.
Oh my, I don't remember.
The eyeball laser.
There's a beholder.
There's also a behemoth.
I gotta check the beholder. So yeah, we if you didn't know, we play these while actually recording.
Yeah.
Let's see, what does your guy do? Insta-ball
Oh yeah, I'll take this.
Okay. Elder gives you a magical boost.
So just upgrade up to your magic damage, probably.
Yeah, let's try the other one over here. I'm gonna assume over here is better. Let's try this guy. So many. But yeah, so that's our top, well, 10 through 6.
Our bottom 5.
The bottom 5 of the year. Again, not including things that, ooh, okay, occasionally shoots fire. I like that. And again, we had other games that didn't even make the top 10, so, like, these are not the only games we played. But yeah. All right.
Ooh, store. Yes, let's buy potions.
Yeah, we need stuff. I don't remember much of this. Oh, you're just spamming out your potions, huh?
Fuck yes. Survivability, sir. What do you think you want to buy? The fucking wooden stick?
Fair enough. Alright. Well, that being said, Zantok, I think we're on our top 5.
We got, obviously, we just said that.
Yeah, but it's time.
Yeah? Are you okay, sir?
No. Alright.
I know.
My number 5 game of the year was one, again, was on my list forever, and finally was like, alright, it's time. I'm looking at Hogwarts Legacy for my number 5 spot of the year. Another beautiful game. The music, phenomenal. And the game just looked fantastic. It was so pretty. Now, I also really I like Harry Potter as a series to begin with. And this just also was like a nice little, kind of like jump back into that world. Because it had been a while since I really did anything Harry Potter. And yeah. I was kind of like, oh, right, this game exists. I should play this. My brother, he even talked it up. He's like, yeah, this game is phenomenal. He's played it through like 3.5 times. And
a friend of mine's favorite thing to do was like to throw, was it lettuce at people or something?
Maybe. But I just really had a good time with it. There was so much to do. Unlike some of my other games this time had been very short. This one was the exact opposite. This is a very long game. I was playing for a while. I'm getting messed up again.
Yep.
But it was cool to see all the different magic, and then you also kind of got to use some of the curses that you're like, you shouldn't be using these in Harry Potter, but you're like,
these are forbidden.
But who's going to stop me?
The law?
Yeah, I am the law as a student.
Oh, you're a rich kid's son. Got it.
Pretty much.
Is your father going to hear about this?
My father's going to hear about this, Potter. But no, it was a lot of fun, and this was technically before the events of Harry Potter, and so you got to see some other things that you're like, oh, okay, there was some little tie-ins that you're like, I see where they're going with that, but yeah, it was I'm about to die. Very fun
Use
game.
Your potion.
I forget how.
She got to change her item, and then press the button.
I died. Oh no, I didn't.
Oh no, wait, are the potions auto?
Oh no, I used it, I think.
Okay. I think they're auto in single player.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. You got to have your own little the room of requirements was kind of like your base, which was cool. Yeah, there was just a lot of neat little things that you're like, oh, this is such a cool detail, and again, just very pretty.
Yeah.
I got to give my guy the hat I wear, which is always nice. But yeah, so.
They have your hat in that game?
They do.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
I'm surprised.
I was like, I'm in.
Finally.
Oh, right. Little ram dude. No. Well, that's my number 5 game of the year. Ooh. What do you
Forgot about these assholes.
Yeah.
I used to be pretty into Harry Potter, but I fell off of it in recent years. A few reasons that we don't need to get into. But I'm glad you enjoy it.
Yeah. It was a neat one.
This bitch. Cut your head off with my scissors. Alright, so then I guess it's time for me to begin my top 5. Oh, get your shields out. So for my number 5 game of the year, it's another game, number 2 of 4, that actually released this year. And it is Pokemon Legends ZA. ZA, we were, I was kind of unsure about it at first, like when the marketing was like, oh no, it's not turn-based, it's more action-y. This kind of looks, the movement looks like it might be weird. I don't know how this is going to really go. But, no, it's great. The combat system actually works a lot, really well. I have a few gripes with it where, like, targeting isn't always quite right. Or I'll be like, okay, hey, go attack this Pokemon. And it's like, okay, he's going to run towards it. But then he's running into a bench. And instead of being intelligent and running around the bench, he's just running forwards, trying to go through the bench. Like, go, please. Go, please, go around the bench. And he never goes around the bench. But the story of it, I liked pretty well. You're only in Lumio City, which we kind of thought was like, okay, that's going to be unfortunate. I just wasted a potion. Whoopsies. But it worked. Most of the new Mega Evolutions look really good. I wasn't really sure about some of the characters. There's one character in particular that when I first met them, I was like, oh my god, I hate you. You suck. Why are you this way? Like, to be fair, like, they're not really I'll call it a good person. But sorely into this character, like, once you get to, like, the second scene with them and the third scene, I was like, okay, oh fuck, you're the best character in the game. Oh no. Oh no. Unexpected. Jason is amazing. I did not expect to have that opinion. But I mean, it's a Pokemon game. Things are gonna Pokemon. Just now actiony. And if I was compared to Legends Arceus, combat-wise, I definitely prefer ZA. Story and exploration-wise, I would say for Arceus. That said, I don't think ZA did poorly in either of those features. Just, I like what Arceus did, especially with its research tasks. I much prefer the Pokedex tasks of Arceus than what ZA has to do. Especially since one of the tasks for ZA, you get to elect a certain amount of points to a certain level in order to unlock the shiny charm. It's like, okay, sure. So I'm doing all the tasks, and I get to the point where it's like, okay, there's only one task left. It's worth 2,000 points, but I only need 100 more points. So this task is straight up required. Otherwise, you can't get the shiny charm. What is this task, you may be wondering? Defeat 1,000 Pokemon trainers. Which is a lot. And by the time I finished the main game, I was only at like 400 something. And it wasn't like I was skipping past through trainer fights. I was doing what you're supposed to do in the game. I'm fighting everybody I can. And I was still only 400 through. It's like, oh dear God. I don't want to grind out 600 more battles for the goddamn shiny charm. Especially when I'm not even a shiny hunter. Holy shit balls, no. Great fun. Most of my team were Megas, mostly the new Megas. I had Go-Go, I had Frostlass. I don't remember both of my teams. That's actually the first team where I did not use a starter. I was like, I've used all three of these starters in other games before. I don't need to use them here. I can use something else with the Mega that I want to try out. But it was a lot of fun. I had Scolipede, who I haven't used since Gen 5. We like Pokemon. We like Pokemon.
Yeah. Like all the stuff I've seen with ZA actually turned me off of it. I was like, yeah, and nothing I like. I've never been a fan of Megas, and they were kind of really pushing Megas. I'm like, I don't care about Megas at all.
Yes.
But I don't know. It was just kind of one of those for me that I was like, I mean, I haven't played it. I also don't have a Switch 2, so it's not, what I need anyway. But I don't know. I maybe will eventually play it, but it's just not gonna be for probably a long time. And yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's fun though.
yeah, I imagine I will at some point, but I'm not in a huge hurry to play it. So, yeah. Alright, well, moving on to our number 4 games of the year. For me, actually is a weirdly repeat in series, but obviously different game. And
I know what it is.
normally anytime I've done that, it's been a like Assassin's Creed game.
Yep.
Nope, not an Assassin's Creed game.
Oh shit, I'm wrong.
Yeah, no. I'm caught up. Well, I guess Shadows is out and I haven't played it yet, but
I thought you had.
nope, hadn't played Shadows yet.
Oh shit.
No. However, it is Hollow Knight Silk Song is my number 4. I just beat this game, as in like very recently. It is a lot of fun. I enjoyed this one a lot more than the original Hollow Knight. I think a lot of people will probably disagree with me on that, but I thought it was relatively a lot of fun. I gotta hop in this cannon. Hold on.
Then the chopper.
Yeah, there we go. But I had a lot of fun with it. The bosses I thought were really neat. There was a couple points where I was like, I'm getting mad. But overall, I didn't want to fully die. And I actually played through the whole game. I was like, all right, I'm actually in on this one. It's got me. This is fun. It was decent. The map was way bigger. It was a little bit longer of a game, but I found myself having a better time. And again, still had that Hollow Knight art style and feel to it. That was really nice. And I thought the bosses were really well done. The NPCs. First off, Sherma is like right there could be the reason why it beat out regular Hollow Knight. Sherma is an NPC and is the best thing ever and is precious, and you should never ever upset her.
So if anything happens to her, you'll kill them and then yourself?
Yeah. Pretty much. She's amazing.
Speaking of like getting upset at times, I need to backtrack a little bit. Golden Sun: The Lost Stage. I was talking about its boss fight, and then I was kind of getting distracted by things. The final boss. So I actually got enraged during the boss fight. Like I was in a full rage, and I don't mean I was upset. I don't mean I was angry. No, I was raging. The boss actually wiped me at one point, and I had to put the stream on the BRB screen and step away for a few minutes to calm myself down. And when I came back, I was like, okay, guys, we got two options here. Either I end the stream now, and we come back in a week, after I grind out 10 additional levels, and then we come back and we fight this thing. Or we use this handy little trick that I have in my totally legit copy of the game, and then I just click the quick load button, because during the fight, I have been taking save states. Because it was being very mean. I was like, I just want to have some backup save states just in case. And I clicked quick load, got back in, it's like, okay, bitches, we're back, let's get some better RNG. And I didn't really do the math on it, but I found out, I was like, oh, he had about like 1,000 HP left when I did that save state. Better RNG happened, and I was able to beat him. It's like, fuck you, I'm done with your bullshit. And in 2 days, I gotta do all the post game. But I have to prep the post game. Oh, buddy. I'm done with their bullshit.
Yeah, it was.
That was just some final bosses were just rude.
Yeah, and man, there was one that I had to be like, all right, guys, it's getting late, and this boss has defeated me for the day. I have to go. Like, yeah. I was like,
I hate doing it.
Yeah, I was like, I really wanted to not do that, but that's where we were.
Yeah. But now we're on to my number 4 game of the year, just missing out of the top 3. Another game that actually released this year, and a Switch 2 exclusive. With a rude final boss! I had a few of those this year!
Dang rude final bosses.
What? Oh yeah. This game was Donkey Kong Bonanza! nominee for Game of the Year at the Game Awards this year, and the game I voted for. Also the only nominee for Game of the Year this year that I had played. So, my options were limited. I'll play you some of the Expedition 33, I promise. But Donkey Kong Bonanza is really fun. It's an action platformer, but there you go, buddy. You finally dug up the X. But it was very fun. Literally, like, beat up the ground, rip through the earth, pick up chunks of terrain and throw them at people, go hunting for fossils and bananas. I actually ended up finding every fossil and every banana in the game. I 100% of that pitch. There were some challenges that I really thought I was going to have to give up on because they were kicking my ass, including some boss rematches and challenge fights. But I pulled it through. I beat the whole goddamn thing 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. So much fun. It's a little confusing what's happened to the Donkey Kong timeline now, but I'm going to just not stress about that and move the fuck on with my life. But I didn't do anything with the DLC because the DLC was 30 extra bucks and it had no story content. It's like, hey, do you want to do a roguelike mode? Like, not really. So I didn't get Emerald Rush because I'm good.
I watched a little bit of
very
that.
Fun.
I watched a little bit of it played, and I'm like, that game is not for me. I was like, I don't know what it is about this game. I'm like, it does not look fun to me. Which I think, everyone each his own. But I don't know. That game, just to me, I was like, meh. I forgot about this guy, by the way. Oh, there he is. I was like, I thought there was something else that happened here.
Yeah, we're going to do this Cyclops later.
Alright. Well, I believe we've hit our top three. Top three games of 2025.
Four.
No, 5?
2024.
No, 2025.
What do you mean? It's still March of 2024.
You might want to check your date,
right?
there, bud.
Oh no, a whole year has passed.
Where have I been?
Oh man,
where was I? But yeah. So our top three, my top three, is so this game. Like, I feel like little unfair to have on the list, but it still did really well. Mostly because it's still technically in early access. And that game is Grounded 2. So I really enjoyed Grounded, the original one, and I played that with Skilled Arrow long ago. This time I convinced...
Why don't you invite me?
Spiders.
Oh, okay.
I thought you'd be okay with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, ow. I, was playing...
Oh.
I got annihilated.
You got fucked
up. This time with Pro Tip, and we have been having a lot of fun with it. We probably are going to take a good pause from it for a little bit because we kind of did a lot of the early access stuff and got it done. But we enjoyed it immensely for what was available, and they're going to keep adding stuff throughout the next 2 years. And so I look forward to what else is to come, because already the game was, I think already way better than the first one. It had a lot of the same stuff. But the first one also was so good. And I'm excited for them to expand more and more with that game. So that one's kind of what I'm also looking forward to, which I think is another reason why it's higher up on the list as well. So yeah, that is my number 3 game of the year, Grounded 2.
For my number 3 game of the year, this game is a remake of the first game in the series, a long-running series which also has a prequel, which I've also played, and I'm playing the sequel now. This is Yakuza Kiwami.
There you go.
You can expect to hear the word Yakuza probably every year for the next 7 or 8 years on this list, because I have gotten into the franchise and I'm kind of doing one game every year. It's going to take a while before I get to catch up and play Pirate Majima. I want to play Pirate Majima so bad. Come on. I'll get there. But Yakuza Kiwami is very fun. It's a remake of the original game, and I'm really glad that I played the remake and not the original, because I've heard that the remake added a bunch of additional context scenes for things, especially revolving around the main villain of the game. And knowing what scenes were added, man, I can't imagine being satisfied with the original, because it would have just been like there'd been no context. Like, oh yeah, this guy that's supposed to be your best friend from ages past is now bad. Like, what? Oh, okay, but Yakuza Kiwami shows you what led up to that. It's like, okay, cool, thank you. A lot of fun. The game, the combat system has improved over Zero. Some of the combat styles that I didn't like I enjoy now, like Rush style. There's a bunch of side quests, which some are still really weird and awkward. But for the most part, good shit. A lot of good shit, and I'm already enjoying Kiwami 2. I mean, I've only done it for 4 hours, but I'm enjoying it so far, and I gotta get to play the next 4 hours tomorrow.
I watched a lot of Yakuza games played, and then
you played some of them too.
I have. I played 4, because I watched all the way up till 3. I was like, I should probably play these. And then
and 3's getting remade soon. So
yeah.
Released this next year, I believe.
So I...
Ow. I got turned around. I didn't notice it.
I didn't either. I was watching the other guys. But then I was playing 3... Or... I forget how to dodge this thing. I think I'm dead.
You just shoot its eye.
Oh.
And it stops its laser.
I see. But I played... Or I'm currently on 5, but I'm not super far into it. I just kind of been playing it in the background. Very background.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. That's a pretty good number 3 game for you.
Wait, how did I get your guy?
Huh?
I don't even notice I have your guy now.
Oh, yeah, that happened a while ago.
The fire guy.
Yeah, we got the bat, and then it got mixed up.
Whoops. Oh, well.
All right, well, time for...
Kiri's fun guy, Majima is fun.
Yeah, they're neat characters.
Oh, my God. I'm so curious to see what they do next to Majima. I know that there's a construction company in 2, but I haven't gotten to do anything with that yet. I'm still so early on.
But yeah, Yakuza, great series. I think that is a game that most people should at least attempt once. Especially, I think it's Zero. Zero is like I'd say
Zero is the prequel, and considering Kiwami 1 and 2, I highly recommend people start with Zero. Zero actually just got a new version of it called Definitive Edition, Director's Cut, or something like that. From what I've seen other people say, if you've already played Zero, don't bother with the new one, even though they added something apparently it's like not substantial enough to afford it a whole new release. But if you haven't played it, I mean, well, original Zero has been delisted, so unless you can find a physical version, you're out of luck.
Yeah. All right, moving on to our number 2 games of the year.
Number 2.
Now, I was saying, like, I put a lot of time in, like, Silk Song and Hollow Knight and Grounded 2.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed not as much, weirdly. That Mirage was actually kind of short. But the thing is, this game, I started early, maybe even last year I started it, but didn't finish it till this year. And it is a long game. And it is My Time at Sandrock, the sequel to My Time at Porsche. Now, I helped kickstart this game, and that was something that I was very fine doing. It is very Stardew. You got villagers, you got a whole bunch of stuff like that, and but you're a builder and you build stuff for the town, and you do a whole bunch of stuff, and it kept going. Like, I was like, oh, I've got to be getting close to the end. No. It just kept going. The characters in that game are really cute, and again, it's kind of like Stardew in that sense where you get like you can marry the characters, and you
holy matrimony.
Yeah, and you like try to find things they like. I would say they did a better job at developing out their characters than Stardew does. I think it was a very good game because my time at Porsche was really good and I really enjoyed it. And so then I even helped kickstart their third game, my time at Evershine, which I don't know how long.
Sounds like an alcohol.
Yeah, right. That will be a long time. But one of the really cool parts was in my time at Sandrock, you heard of Sandrock in the first game, like it was a not unknown place, but again, it was just like one of those, you know, like when you're playing any other game, you're just like, oh yeah, it exists, but you know, no one.
But you don't go there.
Yeah, you don't go there. You don't hear anything. You just hear about it. But this time you got to go there, and it was actually the same timeline as my time at Porsche, which was really interesting. And so at one point, one of the characters in Porsche leaves for a little while, and then guess what? They go to Sandrock, and you meet them in Sandrock. And so that was kind of neat, and you got to do some quests with them, and each of the characters was just so vastly. I love the characters and the story in that game. It was very good. Yeah, that's why I placed it, and it had a lot of content. Like, I was busy for a long time with that game. All right, Zantok, we're looking at number 2 for you.
What's up? I need to poop. That's what number 2 is.
Oh. Are you done?
Ah, better. Okay, so number 2, my 2025 Games of the Year is a game that I was kind of forced to play. So, you know, but I say forced to play, but really I tricked all you people into voting for it because I wanted to play it all along. It's Split Fiction! Ah, yes! The final game that released this year that is on my list, which means my number 1 is from an older year than 2025, but not by much. Split Fiction, so good, so incredible. The only negative about the game is forced to play it with another person, because it is 2-player only because of how the game works. One person is controlling Neo, the other one controls Zoe. One is a fantasy author, the other is a sci-fi author, and you're put into a machine supposed to like bring your worlds to life, and then your worlds have been combined, and you're having to jump back and forth through things and help each other out, while also helping each other process through trauma.
Trauma bonding.
Yay! And I was forced to play it with Wayofftrail.
I know that guy.
And I've noticed that you haven't talked about that game yet, which makes me really wonder what your number 1 game of the year is.
Weird.
You watch it, it doesn't even make a list. It's just like,
yeah, didn't even make it.
Oh man.
Guess we'll find out.
Robbed. Wasn't nominated for Game of the Year either, which I thought was a mistake.
Oh, that
I
that
definitely feel like
me.
it should have. Yeah, it definitely should have been there. It was nominated for like best action game, but it didn't win. I'm not sure that it won any award.
That's crazy.
Yeah, maybe it took action. I don't remember for sure. But it definitely got robbed of not even being a nominee for Game of the Year. You should have beaten that. My bad. But it was so much fun. The story was great. Like, I'm not like a platformer type typically. But look at Donkey Kong Bonanza. That was also on my list. I'm an RPG guy, but Split Fiction. Incredible story. Someday we're gonna play It Takes Two. I don't know when that's gonna be.
That game has also been on our list for ages.
Yeah, it really has. I'm trying. Okay, nope. Nope. Okay. Listen here, you ass wipes. Guy behind me!
But yeah, well, that game, fantastic. It's so good. I'm surprised it didn't win more awards.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, this is also a year that had Player Obscure Expedition 33.
Sure, there was this game.
It nearly swept all of the awards it was nominated for. It only lost Player's Voice, which was the pure fan vote, which went to Wuthering Waves. And it lost Best Audio Design to Battlefield 6. Everything else that was nominated for at the Game Awards, it won.
Yeah, this year was just some very good games in general.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, part of me wants to be mad about it.
2 long-awaited indie games, too, with Silksong and Hades, too.
Right. Oh, that's a game I need to play at some point.
I was just playing it now.
Yeah. I mean, Hades 1 was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Hades 1 made my list last year, I believe.
It was year number 3.
Yeah, which makes sense. So I think, Zantok, before we get to what our number 1 games are of the year,
Yep.
I think we have to do something first. Why don't you tell us about it?
So, before we do our number 1, we like to do an honorable mention. And to note, honorable mention does not necessarily mean this is our number 11 game of the year. It doesn't even necessarily have to mean it's a game that we really like. It's just another game that we want to talk about in some capacity. Last year, I used it for a browser fan game that someone made, making an Animal Crossing murder mystery game, which was interesting. One year, I explicitly did a dishonorable mention. One year, I actually talked about the Dead by Daylight dating sim. There's just like multiple things that you can have for like a game that is an honorable mention. This cycle's being ruder than it normally
It's not
is.
necessarily game 11 or anything like that.
Yeah. It's just an extra game that we wanted to highlight in some fashion, be a positive or a negative, or even positive. Jokes! Because, maybe we can talk about Stray, I don't fucking know.
Right. Also, yeah, this guy's not letting you do anything.
Nah, he's being much meaner than normal, I feel like.
Yeah, I don't see this happening.
Nope. I need more potions.
Oh, I need it.
Ooh, you got some level up stats, though.
Yeah, I want to get my magic up. And then let's go... Probably defense. I keep getting hit.
Nah, not that yet. Yes!
So I'll start off our honorable mentions. Now, like you said, it can be anything. In fact, mine isn't really a game in particular. I did something a little bit different for my honorable mentions this year. Yeah. It's not like necessarily a specific game. I did 2 ways to play that I had never done before. So I wanted to kind of, for my honorable mention, highlight Nuzlocks and randomizers. As I had never, until this year, never played a Nuzlocke, which I did a Pokemon Violet Nuzlocke, and I had never done a randomizer, which we did together, me, you, and Curb, as a series where I was playing Subnautica randomized, you were playing Kingdom Hearts, and Curb was playing Pokemon Red. And that was a lot. I like both of these. The reason why I wanted to mention them both was because it was a new way to play games that you maybe just kind of were done with. Like I wasn't going to go back and necessarily play them again, or like I had done my thing with Subnautica. There wasn't really a reason to play it again.
Yeah.
But this kind of refreshed it and gave it a new life. Yeah. And I learned, okay, randomizer, kind of a big fan. I've kind of learned Nuzlocks are neat. I don't know if it's something I'm going to continue to do.
I did. Stressful.
I did beat my first one. They actually kind of get boring. So I have one started, another one started that I don't know if I'll ever finish, just because I kind of was like, all right, I've got other things to do, and like it takes a lot of like prep for Pokemon, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to necessarily prep Pokemon, and actually do like research and stuff. I'm like, that's kind of not why I have fun with Pokemon. So
fair.
It was definitely 2 different ways to play that I just felt like needed to get mentioned in some capacity, as it was just very different and unique. And I would be very down for at some point doing another randomizer again. I had a lot of fun with that.
Or a randomizer Nuzlocke.
I thought about that. Would be interesting, because I feel like there's not as much prep work necessarily with that. Like you don't have to like research. You kind of go with what you got and you have to kind of adapt. But yeah. So that is my honorable mentions, is Nuzlocks and randomizers.
All right. So for my honorable mention, I'm typically somebody that likes to wait till a game is fully released. I don't like doing early access or things that are in beta. But there was a game being advertised as having a beta. I was like, okay, I like this franchise. and there was a sign up where you could just be like to get into the beta. I decided to throw my hat in the ring. Sure, why not? And I got in. It's like, okay, let's play this game. And it's a mobile game, so you know, but it's a Dissidia Duellum Final Fantasy. Now, Dissidia games in Final Fantasy means that these are crossover games between characters from all across the Final Fantasy franchise fighting against other villains. So, you know, you could have Cloud fight against names. I fucked up names. You'd have Cloud fighting against Kuja. You could have Terra fight Sephiroth. It's just a big old mix. This game is a mobile game that changes the combat. It's now 3-on-3, but also fighting a giant boss monster. The gameplay of it was okay. I'm not really a fan of the gacha mechanics. I kind of wish this was like, you know, just make the old original Dissidia game, or make that. You know, Dissidia Duodecim was fucking incredible. Remaster it and put it on modern consoles, please. But, you know, it was okay. I just kind of wish, like, if we get to a full release, take out the gacha mechanics, or at least make them be less intrusive. But what I really liked about this game, and why I'm even giving it an honorable mention, is while playing through and earning points for their battle pass, I could unlock cutscenes for little bits of story, because the characters in this game are in modern day Tokyo, which is kind of odd, but they are. But they're here. Let's go buy stuff. Oh god, you went back in. No, we need potions, sir. We need health. We need to leave the level to do that. Exit to map. Yes.
There we go.
Where was I in my thoughts? So we're also like, you can unlock little cutscenes of characters like interacting with each other in Tokyo, having text conversations with each other in a group chat, which is a funny thing as well. And I really like they did a fantastic job with the character interactions. I thought they did amazing. It was like, yeah, this character, the way they're acting with each other, that is pretty much what I would expect. Zidane is flirting with the girls and landing as they know with his nonsense. Kryl is teasing Renoa about her boyfriend back home. Kane is developing a rivalry with Zidane. Kane is a Dragoon Knight, so he's for jumping really high to the sky. He's having a rivalry with Zidane, who can climb things really well with his monkey tail, about wanting to climb the tallest buildings in Japan. And Kane's just like, what the fuck do you mean Zidane got permission to climb that tower? No, hell no. I'm going and climbing. Fuck you. He's just like, I don't care. I'm going. I don't care if I have permission. This is happening. It's like, I love this. This is funny. We have a rivalry just built on these characters wanting to climb things. Sadly, I mean, the beta period ended. We haven't heard any words since the beta, and I responded to the survey, and I definitely told him my thoughts. I hope to see better from them. If they don't change, like, at the very least, I need some more character interactions. They're going to do anything, but I don't know if I'll actually end up playing the full version, or if I'll just look up the character interactions on YouTube and watch videos. Remake Duodecim, Square, please. I will pre-order it day one. And I don't pre-order games.
I don't really do that either.
Nah, you get burned too many times, I'm just like, nope, not doing this anymore. Fuck you, Super Mario Sticker Star. You piece of shit.
Yeah, I like hearing
Dishonorable mention of, was that this decade? I don't know, dishonorable mention of the decade.
I just like, you know, hearing how the game does a little bit first before diving into it fully, which is funny, because I have played some early access.
Some games, like, if I see enough, you know, I'll trust it. But beta, early access, I don't tend to do.
I don't like to do it, but however, I find myself having done it a bit. A lot of times
I especially don't like having to pay for early access games. Like, no, fuck off.
I do like when it's cheaper to do that. Like,
Sure.
we know it's going to be cheaper to get it now than later. So that's always.
And then there's the games that sell you DLC when the game is still in early access. Like, I'm sorry, this game is not finished. Why is there DLC?
Right. Yeah, that is always weird. You're like, that doesn't make any sense here, sir.
Nah, that's scummy.
Yeah.
Look at Clair Obscur. They released a free DLC update last night.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Fuck you, EA and Ubisoft, and your other AAA bullshit.
Well, is it time
For what?
for this guy to lose his bride?
Actually, this is the mother of the groom.
Oh, okay.
The Conehead was the groom. We are fighting a pissed off mother.
That
That's
that makes
why
sense.
she's really relentless.
I believe it.
You should. It's true.
But other than that, I do think it is time for our #1 games of the year. As it is, that time. We've ran out of games.
Yeah, that's the last one we have.
Yeah, it's the last game, weirdly. So, good thing I'm starting, because we've actually heard my game mentioned already once before by you. And you kind of called
Is
it.
it Final Fantasy 16?
Uh-huh. No, it's not. It is Split Fiction. I did put Split Fiction as #1 because it is literally cinema.
Incredible.
It is fantastic. At first, I actually thought this was going to be the first year me and you had a tie. I thought there was a chance that you were going to also say it.
Unfortunately, there's one game that's above.
Yeah, we'll have to see what that is. But I really enjoyed Split Fiction. Like, the whole time we were playing it, I'm like, this is amazing. This is amazing. And all of the, like, just the detail and the, well, not just the detail, but the music, the visuals, the play. It was just so good. But it was just one of those things that you're just like, this is peak gaming. And, like, I don't know if they're ever gonna have any like, they're gonna have a hard time getting a game that is gonna live up to it with co-op.
Yeah.
Like, it was.
I mean, each game they've made has gotten better and better. So
right, when I think co-op,
from A Way Out to It Takes Two to Split Fiction.
yeah. When I think co-op, I want to think that. Like, that is what I want from my co-op games. That was
no more shooters.
That was just amazing. We were just standing next to each other that whole time. Oh, you healed with a potion for this?
Honestly, accidental.
That's alright.
Do you know how many potions I've wasted in this franchise?
True. Anyway, like, and then that final. I mean, there was a few times where that game like got me with like the pig farm, Animal Farm one. Like, there was a legit moment of shock in that one. There was also then the end, like the way they did the end of that final boss fight was one of the coolest fights I've ever done in gaming.
Yeah.
I couldn't get over how cool.
I actually I took some of that concept of how there's that split line between the two different worlds. I took that as a concept to creating a Smash for the stage based off of Split Fiction.
Yeah, it was just like so cool. Like, I was thinking about that game for a long time afterward. Like, I couldn't get over how cool it was, and I think they deserved way more rewards than they got. It was my favorite game I played this year, and
I think part of the problem is that it just released too early in the year. By that point, they just forgot.
Yeah, that's a problem too.
Are also like, there's always going to be like a heavy recency bias with things. And Clay of Obscura wasn't like a recent release, but Split Fiction was like fucking January, February.
Yeah, it was early. We played that a long time ago. But man, was it good? Yeah, that company, I think it's Hazelight Studio. Fantastic job. Fantastic.
Yeah.
We approve of your work. Good job. Keep it up. Please keep it up. More,
yes.
please. We
Absolutely.
loved it. So that is my number one.
Give us a game where Mario and Link work together.
Oh, that'd be cool. I call Link.
It'll never happen. Okay.
I'm called dibs now.
I don't care.
as long as it happens, right? All right. Well, that is my number one game of the year. Zantok, you get to wrap it up this time with your number one game of the year.
All right, so my number one game of the year, released last year. I started playing it last year, but I didn't finish it until this year. Actually, I don't remember how far I was when, you know, the new year hit, but I had to finish the game before I could count it. Actually, oh no, wait, no, I didn't know I couldn't start because I didn't finish it until like April. But this game, incredibly good, incredibly long RPG. It's me. That's the genre. I do the thing. Metaphor Refantasio. The fantasy equivalent to the Persona franchise, made by the original Persona guy, or at least the guy that did 3, 4, 5. I don't know if he did 1 and 2. But this game is so fucking good. It's basically, it literally is just Persona, but plus fantasy setting and minus the dating mechanics. That's it. Those are the differences. Obviously, like the night system is a little bit different. And his core of its gameplay is also kind of inspired more by Shin Megami Tensei than by Persona itself. But it's got like the calendar system. There's your social links. There's the character stats that you get. It's such a good game. You start off with the king being killed, and people think the prince is dead. So there's a whole like thing about like, oh no, who's gonna be the country now? And then there's just this big old magic shit going on of the late king's living will. It's like, all right, people, here's what's gonna go down. There's gonna be a contest of sorts. By this date in the future, like 8 months from now, whichever person the people of the land most trust to be their king will become king. And if you're thinking, it's like, oh, okay, so it's democracy, we're gonna have a vote? No, not really. There's no casting of any votes. Instead, like, the giant magic rock knows who everybody supports magically.
Of course.
So there's like a constant update of like who was in the lead and whatnot. And as you're doing side quests, more people come to trust you and your rank will go up. They don't really have an effect on the story. So I'm kind of just like an aesthetical deal. It's like, oh hey, look, we went up. Yeah, cool. That doesn't affect like where you actually end up in the story, but it is a lot of fun. It's also like a revenge story because one of the guys that's high up is under high suspicion of not only killing the king, but of attempting to kill the prince years ago. So you're also trying to take down that asshole. But it is incredibly fun. I enjoyed it so much. I have not done a second playthrough like I've done for the Persona games. Largely because it's just very long. I don't really like. I don't think there's a super boss this time that you have to beat the game for, like with the Persona games. And I did everything, so I was like, okay, I don't need to do it again. I'm good. But very fun. I would love to see if they could do more. It's also got like, instead of like how you can, you know, change your personas, instead everybody has a class system so they can be constantly changing with their classes and being able to change what they can do in battle. You can't change yourself mid-battle, but outside of the fight you can become like a knight, a mage, a summoner, a gunner, a dragoon, and like each one can have its own little upgrade tree. A thief class, a merchant class, which is really abusable to just get a bunch of fucking money.
Money!
God. So good. I would love to see, they talk about like maybe they would do more, or when the game released they talked about like the possibility of more games in the Metaphor style, but they probably wouldn't be direct sequels based on how the game goes. So like, okay, that makes sense. But the director has recently said that they want to do something that's like an evolution of JRPGs. Basically, they called it like JRPG 3.0. It's like, oh, we getting ambitious, I see. Okay, so your next game won't be Metaphor 2, but it's going to be something crazy, and I'm curious to see what they're going to put together.
Well, I think then that has been our top 10 games for this year, Zantok. It was a good year for gaming this year.
Indeed.
I had some good ones. Like, I had a hard time, like, booting games out of my top 10. I was like, oh, man. I'm like, I just don't want to get rid of them. But
yep,
it's just kind of how we have to do.
You gotta do it. You can only have 10, arguably 11.
Technically 11. I didn't even technically pick a game for that, so you know.
You
But
picked
yeah,
concepts.
I picked concepts of game modes, if you will.
Yeah.
But no, it was a very good year for gaming. I had a lot of fun ones, and I look forward. I already got a couple that have either just started or like they didn't make it this list because, like, again, I either just started them or they are in the line that I'm wanting to play. Just haven't gotten to it yet.
The Kiwami 2 will be eligible for me next year. Oh, I hate this volcano. We need sandwiches. You've got one. Use it.
I forget how.
Go fight the volcano. No. You literally had it as your chosen item already.
No.
But yeah, a year from now we'll be doing another top 10. And then hopefully in a week or two I'll have this year's Hunger Games video, so that it won't be late like last year.
That was a little. It was a bit late last year.
I was in a funk from losing my job to you.
Yeah, it was a thing. But yeah, we're gonna beat this volcano and then we're gonna call it. But yeah, I'm excited for new games to come out and see what we have for next year. But until then, ladies and gents,
is there any games coming out next year that you're looking forward to?
Games that I don't ever look for games that are coming out. I'm trying to think of what games I'm thinking of. I know Core Keeper is currently one that I'm going to have on my list for sure next year, or not list, but at least will be a contender next year. I'm not sure what else besides that is like. Maybe I'll put Yakuza 5 on there because I'll maybe have a little bit more game time in it. So I've got a few. How about you?
I'm pretty sure Marvel's Wolverine's supposed to come in next year. I'm looking forward to that. We're also getting Yakuza Kiwami 3 next year. And then there's a few games from that released this year that I'm looking forward to hopefully being able to play next year. Play Obscure, PlayStation 33, and Ghost of Yokai.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to play it. I still haven't played Astrobot from last year, even though I have the game. I just haven't had the time.
I also maybe Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Oh god, fuck this box. I don't want to do this.
And then, yeah, we don't have to. But if I get Assassin's Creed Shadows, then I think I'll actually be caught up on Assassin's Creed games, which is wild to think about.
You will be. That is the newest game.
Alright, but me being caught up on Assassin's Creed just sounds wild.
Imagine when I finally get caught up on Yakuza. It's going to take 8 years because I'm only doing... I start a game, and then I wait for it to be fully uploaded to YouTube before I'll start playing the next one. So we're currently going on about, like, I finish the Yakuza game, and then in 8 months I start the next game. That's been the cycle. So we'll see how things go. And with that, we'll see you all next time.
Have a good one, everyone.
Watch another video.
Yeah, check out some of these series that we talked about. Some of them were actually series this year. Some are maybe series next year.
This next year.
Yeah, a lot of mine.
Then I have an 8-month backlog on streams going to YouTube.
I also am starting to have a pretty good backlog. Hogwarts Legacy may have brought me back a little bit, and Silk Song has also brought me back a little bit.
I'm building a long backlog of games that weren't streamed coming to the channel now. I think I'm at like 8 or 9 months backlog for that.
And
I don't fucking stop.
And we're gonna leave you guys off with us defeating this stupid boss and getting our item.
Yeah.
There we go. Alright. Well, ladies and gents, we hope you enjoyed our top 10. Please leave a comment with your either favorite game this year, top 3, top 5, top 10, whatever you have. Again, it could be games that came out this year.
Top 42.
Or games that, you know... Or tell us, like, obviously, like... Tell me I was wrong about Hollow Knight. You know, why Silk Song was worse than the original. You know, like, go ahead. Let us know who... Like, if you agree with some of ours, if you very much disagree.
Tell me I'm wrong for not having Mario Kart World on my list.
Oh, yeah. Mario Kart World also was a option for me. Didn't make the top 10.
Didn't make my... I think it would have been my 11th, but we don't go that high.
Right.
We can only count to 10.
Yeah, I had a... I'm going to go quick look at my list here. Is there anything else that would have been maybe surprising? I did do Dead Island 2. Didn't make the top 10. Carrion. I wanted that to do well. Didn't. Superliminal. Slay the Spire. Yeah. Dredge. I had
Mario and Luigi Brothership I gave up on. I just stopped having fun.
Yeah. Balatro. Yeah, there was a ton of games that where I played this. I think a lot of people might be like, what? You didn't even put that in top 10? I had a good game year. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to leave you there, everyone. Have a good one. Bye-bye.